by the way, if you're building a team, I also advise you not just to travel in the Philippines and pay cheap prices, but also to hire from the Philippines. They are the most creative video editors I've worked with in my life. And 40% of my team, the studio's team, is Filipino. All my videos, my best editor, not best, but one of the best editors is a 19-year-old girl in the Philippines with no college education. And she just edits Nas Daily videos. And she's great.
How'd you find her?
She watches Nas Daily.
Really?
Yeah. So I hire my community. I hire my followers, basically.
That's so cool.
And my students.
Yeah.
Anybody takes my class, I hire them.
What's interesting to me is that you have a plan. You told me like your dream is to have 1,000 employees.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I draw like parallels between that and Graham. And Graham doesn't want to have anybody.
Really?
No. He wants
No
to
employees.
keep the business team as
like
lean
it
as
solo.
possible.
Yeah.
It's just, he was hesitant to hire me.
Yeah.
He was hesitant
Really?
to hire Alex. And he's very satisfied. Even though he may be working 60 to 70 hours a week, he's very satisfied just having 2-3 employees.
Wow. I would love to talk to you. I'm going to interview you now.
All right.
Talk to me.
I'm a solo. I'm a lone wolf when it comes to a lot of this.
Why? What's the motivation?
I just like doing things myself. I've always just been, I've never played in sports, was never a sports person.
You don't like teamwork?
No.
Really? I saw that with the...
It sounds bad, but yeah.
The framing of this thing is like, we got to put the green. This green, guys, is because...
Oh, yeah, well, I like the green. I think it's a good contrast between
It looks nice. It looks very
It does look nice. But no, I've always liked just doing things myself. And so I've always picked things that I could do on my own and just do by myself. I love that. So
Do you not
for me,
trust
it's like,
others?
No, I love doing things on my own terms, the way I want to do them, and I've always just been like that. Wow. Yeah. So for me, it was like making YouTube videos or working as a real estate agent on my on my own projects.
Yeah.
Or high school is working. Well, not really working, but like playing music. I could do that on my own.
Wow.
So I
Are
really
you not
enjoyed it.
worried that, God forbid, there's an accident or you become incapacitated or whatever the word is, and you just cannot generate revenue anymore?
That's why I save. So yeah, I save everything. So like I've always planned for a point where if it stops the next day, it'd be okay.
What if you die? Everything you've built dies. So there's no legacy or longevity.
Well, I think the videos would live on. So I would be, at this point, knock on wood if anything were to happen, I'd be so happy the videos are out there.
Okay, so your legacy, you'd say, is in the YouTube videos.
I would say so.
Now, if YouTube introduces shorts and you have not done any shorts,
I'm starting to do shorts. I'm starting to do that.
got it. But that's a 5-year lifetime. So after you die, everything you've built for 50 years.
I think Jack would carry it on. Jack would carry on the iced coffee hour.
Got it.
I hope he wouldn't change with Graham and Jack, Graham
With Alex and Jack.
With Alex and Jack, cross out Graham and Alex.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Jack would probably carry it on. And then I don't know, with the money, take care of
Take care of his
People
employees.
employees.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Dedicated employees.
One thing I respect about people is people who know who they are and what they want.
That is very much Graham.
Right? Yeah, it's just, you know what you want.
Yeah.
And there's no argument there. And I know what I want, and it's that. And both are equally right,
I get stressed out easily. So for me, 1,000 people or more than Alex and Jack for me is like too much to think about. I can't think about anything.
Wow.
Like my brain space is 100%. So like anything else, like that's why you're saying like you're into Jack. I don't remember it. It's just my brain can't retain more than the most essential information to get through the next like week. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. If I don't need to retain it, it's not there. It's bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your description of Graham is one of the most accurate descriptions. And this is what I tell people too. Yeah. Graham knows exactly what he wants, and he does exactly what he wants. He only does what he wants. Fortunately, what Graham wants does not hurt anyone. And it's beneficial.
Thankfully. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. Yeah. If I was
Not the next Hitler, okay?
I want it to be a positive. Like, nothing I do would ever be a negative.
Graham never does things that he does not want to do. Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it make it difficult to work with him?
Yes.
Okay. So let's dissect
It's
that, guys.
good, but bad.
yeah.
Like it's very good for the business because generally speaking, Graham knows what's good. He is a pretty good
I do what's good for the
oracle
business.
for
Look,
exactly.
it's the founders are notoriously difficult to work with. essentially you're a founder of a channel, or whatever. They're impossible to work with, and we just have to suck it up and understand.
Fortunately, Graham and I have very similar ideals on most things.
Yes.
So Graham is a very much like my way or the highway type person.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I will agree with the decisions that he makes. So it makes it easier on us.
And Jack will throw out an idea to me. Immediately, I'll shut it down. And then he'll bring it up consistently. And I'll start I start marinating on the idea.
Yeah.
And usually after about a month or two, I'll be like, you know what? We'll try it. How's that? Like, I'm 100% against it. I'm now like 50-50. Let's try it.
Nice.
So there's some things that Jack will throw out there that just take me a little bit. That's
cool.
all.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I think about it is, I mean, all of us want the same thing. We want to live comfortably. We want to have a legacy, and we want to do good for the world. I think the way I think about it is, once I finish my 1,000 videos, I realize that if I die, the channel dies. And if the channel dies, then everything we're working towards is meaningless. So for me, is my dream is to build a 100-year company. How do you build a 100-year company when you're going to die in 50 years? There's no other option but to hire people. So the goal is to hire as many people as possible to build the institution of Nas Daily, the institution of Nas. That impact is so sexy. Like, imagine bringing 1,000 people to work together to work on something that is important. 1,000 people at the same time. Like, it will be 10,000 times more impactful than one person doing it. Because there's scale.
Yes,
that's what I want to build. So we're 120 people now, and I'm motivated by the size of the company as opposed to the revenue of the company.
Wow, so you're going to 10x your employees, basically.
Yeah, we're going to be 250 by the end of this year, and I hope to be 1,000 in 5 years.
That's hiring one person every 3 days.
Yeah, possible.
Oh gosh, what do they all do? I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, what do 1,000 people do that 250 couldn't accomplish right now?
So, with Nas Academy, it's operationally intensive, but two, we're building exciting technology, right? We have 20 engineers because, we're building a different way to learn. We're building not just video files and give me money. It's like cohort-based learning. We're building different ways to discover courses. We're building different curriculum. We're building NFT classes, crypto classes, engineering classes, whatever it is. And, curriculum team is 3 people. Operations team is 20 people. Engineering, 20 people. A product, 3 people. Marketing, 6 people. HR, 4 people. There's video editors. We have like 20 video editors because we're making courses. We're making Nas Daily videos. We're making, there's 20 channels that we're responsible for in 13 different languages so that we upload 100 pieces of content every week. Can you upload 100 pieces of content by yourself every week?
No.
That's why you need a team.
Well, unless we do clips, we could clip everything. I'm sure we could find a way.
We still would need more people if we wanted to do that.
You still need
but I think that's too. I think there's a point where there's diminishing returns. Like
Yes.
the first video you post, 100%. Second video, 90%.
Yeah, but you have to appeal to different audiences,
Yes.
which is how you can continue to not like burn out your audience.
Exactly.
So 100
multiple
videos, is
languages.
that like different languages too, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 13 languages on 5 different platforms.
Yeah.
Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then Arabic, Hebrew, Spanish, Bahasa.
Wow.
So every video we make on Nas Academy, every course we put on Nas Academy, every video we put on Nas Daily, we've built software to take it and put subtitles in a different language. And I'll tell you a story. Yeah. When I hit 10 million followers on Facebook, I was celebrating. I was so happy. I was celebrating with my friends. And then I realized, oh my God, my dad is not one of my followers. Like I found 10 million people and my dad and my mom are not one of them because they don't understand the videos because it's in English. If you speak, they speak Arabic. If you speak English, you're talking to the minority. 20% of the world speaks English. 80% does not fucking know what we're talking about. That's crazy. Alex, do your extended family, do they speak English?
Barely.
They don't know what the hell you're doing here. They think you're wasting your life away.
They actually don't know what I do because they don't understand YouTube. Yeah.
And English.
Yep.
So when we started putting subtitles in Arabic and made a whole new channel called Nas Daily Arabic, it got 5 million followers. 1% of the Arab world follows Nas Daily. 2% of Vietnam follows Nas Daily, and I don't speak a single word of Vietnamese. That's powerful.